get straight in this video, bro. This is just the cold hard reality of how this is. You know, it's nothing bad. It just is what it is. It's not bad. It's what it is. The more successful you become as a man, the less you care about women. It doesn't mean you don't care about women at all. You just care less. I've come to realize this over time. And what's actually made me realize this is seeing the state of mind most guys are in that's younger than me. That's, let's say, 17 to 23, 24. I'm a step ahead of that. I'm turning 28 in less than 2 weeks. June 12th. It's a big jump. Your late teens, early 20s, and even mid 20s, and then being 28 years old. Being 28 years old is a big jump from even 24, 25. It's a big jump. And like I said, I have noticed this from seeing the mindsets most guys are in that's younger. And I used to kind of be that way. It's not even that they're simps. It's just that they're not proven men yet. They're not successful just yet. But once you keep living life, you start to catch your groove as a man. You start to become more experienced, and you start to actually gain some life momentum and success. And it takes a long time. It takes a while. Especially if you come from nothing, you have to bust your ass. Some people get extremely lucky and extremely fortunate, but not that many. You're going to have to bust your ass, and guess what? When you become successful and you look back, not even looking back, you just see the state of mind most guys are in that's younger than yourself. Even 23, 24, I don't want to call them simps, but it's like half of that. It's like they want women so much more than women want them. And that cannot be the case. You have to be that guy that women want you more than you even want them. And what do you think happens when you become successful? In all assets, in all areas. Someone always has to care more than the other. I'm not going to lie. Whenever I was younger than I am right now, I cared more about having the right girl in my life as well, because I wasn't successful just yet. I knew I was going to be, but I wasn't just yet. And sometimes you can't see things exactly for what it is at that exact time. Of course, if you're a young guy in your early 20s, late teens, whatever, you're going to want the right girl in your life. But in actuality, it's damn young, bro. Some of these guys that's 18, 19, 20, up to 23, they're quaking in their boots. They think their time is going to be past. They're not going to get the right girl. They can't get the right girl. Bro, that's what it is nowadays. That's what it is. Like, your life has not even started. You're not even on stage one. You have to give yourself time. And the stupidest thing you could do is not become the best version of yourself as young as humanly possible. That's how you get ahead in life. That's how you get all the things you actually want in your life. They're going to come to you. By the time you get the things you really want, all of a sudden, you don't even want them as bad as you used to want them, which is women. For the simple fact they come so easy. That's what it's like for women when they're younger. It comes so easy. It comes so easy. She's a very pretty girl. It comes so easy. So when you become successful, it's going to come a lot easier. It's no longer scarce. It is now the norm. And this is why you care less about women, and that's why they want you more. Because there's this little power exchange, and power does not lie, folks. It does not lie. People know deep down inside who is who, where is where, who stands where is what I mean. And they can sense these things. You can sense these things. So when you live in abundance, you're successful, you have all your ducks in a line. It's not that you don't want women at all, you just want them less. Because they're all there. Easy. You can pick and choose which pretty girl you want to talk to, who you want to approach, and most likely it's going to work. Most likely it's going to work. There might be a couple that might want to play a little game or two, but yeah. If you go for it, it's most likely going to work. And guess what? If you're not successful, you're still young, you're still inexperienced, it's most likely not going to work. And you might get some stuff to work for a little bit, but it's going to fall off. You have to give yourself time and become a successful man. And when you do this, they're going to flock. And what happens when something is not scarce and it's just there every day? You don't really... It's not that you don't care. You still care about water and you get it every day, but it's like... You just care less. It's just less. It's not that you don't care at all. Oh, we're cold. We don't care about women. It's not that. It's just you care less. And this is the cold hard facts. It's the exact same with you ladies when you're young and at your most beautiful. You probably care the least about guys because they're so thirsty. Because they want you that bad. Am I wrong? I know for a fact I am not wrong. Is this how it is 100% of the time? It's just one way? No. But this is how it is for the majority. And that's what we go off of by. Is the majority. The majority of the time, this is the way things go. Someone has the upper hand at all times. There's no such thing in the middle. You can get fairly close, but someone always has a little bit of leverage, and that's enough to make someone want you more, and you want them a little bit less than they want you. And I would argue the woman has to want you more than you want her to have the highest chance of success rate. Guaranteed. Because women by nature are more hypergamous than men. It's not that men are not hypergamous at all. I am myself. Of course I'm going to get the best. I'm just not afraid to admit it. Most women won't say that. They're not going to say, oh, I want the best. Some of them do. But a lot of them don't. People oftentimes keep things to themselves. I don't see the benefit. I don't see the point. I really don't. Be straight up with who you are. What you want. I'll tell you right now, I don't want no hoe. Am I a bad person for this? Because I don't want some hoe? No. Because I don't want divorce. I don't want to have children with someone where it's going to end up you're at that point, you have children, and now you break up. Nobody wants that kind of mess. This is why as a man you have to be very selective. This is why as a woman you have to be very selective. And you have to be smart. Every stage of your life you have to be very smart and not mess that up. As for the ladies, as young as humanly possible, you want to strike while the iron is hot. For all the guys, when you're young, you want to get as good as you can possibly get and build yourself up, develop as many skills as possible, become the best you can possibly become. It's the best feeling in the world. And when you become successful, here's another truth. Your life gets so good. You enjoy your days so much. Just what you do. Just the life and the lifestyle you create, you enjoy it so much. You don't really care that much. The reason why women have most of the power and a overwhelmingly significant amount of that power when they're young is because men are so thirsty when they're that young. You hit puberty, you go through those stages, your hormones are going crazy, you get horny as F. You're just, where are the bitches at? You're just looking around, just whatever you can get. You're just waiting for something. You're going to get something. Anyone can sense a thirsty person from a mile away. Even guys can sense thirsty women who want to commit to you so bad, and it makes you honestly not want to commit to them when it's too thirsty. Like, they have to really be a good option for you, and the women that come in too strong and all that stuff, it's a turnoff. It's the same thing with these younger guys. These girls can sense these guys want them so bad. Because at that moment, they are the prize. At the moment, the guy is not the prize yet. It's not that he can't be the prize, but he's not the prize yet. Even if he thinks he's going to be, he's still not yet. I was there. I was not yet proven. As much as I think I can do in the world, I was still not proven. You have to give yourself time, and all of a sudden you get all the leverage when you give yourself time and you build yourself up and do the right things. When you're young, it just does not go that way. You will have success for the most part going to some parties, getting the prettier women and stuff like this and having some fun. But as far as commitment as a guy, it's going to be very hard when you're young to get and keep the girl of your dreams at that age. It's going to be very difficult. You would have to come from a rich family, be a pro athlete, something significant for that to even happen. Other than that, or hit lightning in a bottle. There's always those below 1%ers who would hit lightning in a damn bottle. Other than that, it probably ain't gonna happen. So the best thing you can do as a man when you're young is to just learn to enjoy the process and stick with the mindset that you're here to become the best. You don't care about anything else besides becoming the best that you can be. When you do this, everything comes together. You start to love what you do. You start to love the process. You start to love every single thing that is going on in your life. And all of a sudden, you're living a kick-ass life, with or without anybody. That in itself makes you way more attractive. This is going to bring so many more females around you. This is going to get you the top tier females. This is going to want to make friends come around you and hang out with you more. It's going to do all those things. Everyone is going to want to be around you. When you work on yourself, you get your shit together, all your ducks are in a line. Because your value goes extremely high because of how you lived your life. Women are given that value. If they're naturally pretty, they got it in the bag. They have that type of abundance when they're that young. And they're naturally pretty. They have that type of abundance. And as a man, if you never become successful, you will never experience that type of abundance. But you can if you put your head down, like I tell so many guys, especially the ones that are 17, 18, 19-ish years old right now. Put your head down and do the right things, because if you don't, you're going to regret it. If you spend your days in your early 20s and your teens pedestalizing women, and you always just think something so great and magical is going to happen, and you're not living your life. You're not a hard-nosed individual living your life down to the wire, down to the grind in the trenches. Dead ass serious about building yourself up so great. If you pedestalize women and you don't do this, you're gonna regret it. You're going to regret it. There's no such thing as doing both. Because if you're in the trenches, if you're grinding, if you're focused on yourself, you're not going to pedestalize women. You're going to see the world for what it is. You're going to see the truth for what it is. You're going to see your own life for what it is. And you're going to create the best life. All of a sudden, everything you used to want so bad and was so needy for is going to come straight to you. And by the time it does, you're not even going to have that much of an urge or even care that much. Because what you're used to is being in the trenches. When the best things can come your way, you don't even overly care about it. It's just like, my life's already lit, and that's why you don't care as much. It's not that, I'll say it again, it's not that you don't care at all. You just care less. It's like being super successful. You got nice cars already, you get another nice car. You're not going to care that much. You're not going to care that much because you're already used to a kick-ass life and lifestyle. That's kind of what it's like. And there's an abundance anyways. You got a nice car already, another one comes. It's like women. They're right there. You got them. Even if the best one comes, even if another one comes, whatever, you're just not going to care as much. And to women, they might not admit this or say it. What do you guys think is more attractive? The guy that's younger and needy, oh baby, I love you so much, can we just please make this work? I love you, baby. Or the guy that he's successful, hard-nosed, and he just don't really care. What do you think? Because they can say it all they want. Oh no, we want the good, nice guy and all this stuff. No, they don't, bro. No, they don't. They want Mr. Successful. Who's done it. Who's put himself out there. Who has really put himself through the ringer and became what he was supposed to become. That's what they want. They're even going to get fed up with that guy. That guy's going to get under their skin, on their nerves. It's only because they care. It's only because they care. Do you not think I don't get under women's skin? I make their skin crawl sometimes, bro. They still care so much more than these other guys who's floating around and validates them, oh, so simpy and all this kind of bullshit. Even every girl I was ever with in the past had a strong care for me. To the point where I see them somewhere randomly and they're shook. And not just shook and like they're, some of them are like, you can see they're upset with you, with how you continue to live your life without them. You decide to call things off, right? But you're mad when I keep living my life full speed ahead. Of course you're mad because you know where I'm going. And it's without you. They get extremely jealous, bro. They'll call things off with you when you're young and stuff like this and then get super jealous a year or two later. That's how crazy they are. It's like having something. Throw it away. That's my decision. I'm going to throw it away. A little bit of time goes, oh, I'm so mad I threw that away. And I'm mad at you for it. I'm mad at you because of the decision I made. They're not taking accountability. Typical. But it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. This is all facts, no cap. They have to care more. That's how things are going to work. And it's not that you don't care at all. You're just not going to care as much when you're successful because your life is already lit. You're the prize. Because you've created something from nothing. They were given what their main thing is. You guys know what it is. You get given that. We're not just adored because of the way we were born, and even if we're good genetically and stuff like this, we still gotta bust our ass and become super successful for you to look at us the same way. That's what it has to be. And this is just the way it goes, bro. Trust me. If you're young right now watching this video, give yourself a little bit more time and you will see exactly what I'm saying. I'm noticing this kind of stuff a lot recently. And I even noticed how far I continue to get myself, because friends and stuff like this I've talked to for a long time. I just see myself severely outgrowing a lot of people. It's just what I notice. You're going to look back at your old self and be like, wow, that guy was so low level. Like so low level, so clueless. There's so much these young guys don't know. They're so clueless. They might be intelligent when it comes to certain things, but when it comes to life experience, clueless. When it comes to understanding women, understanding themselves, understanding what needs to happen, damn near clueless. They just don't get it, and I never got it either. I was that younger guy, the confident, cockier guy, and it's like, why is these things not working out? I can get them, but it's like things happen and then you can't keep them, and it's like, what the hell? These bitches are gonna regret this, and you're saying these things, and it was true too. But it just wasn't the right timing. You were just not that guy at that time. And then time goes on. They're the ones that get upset. They care more. You care less. It is what it is. Now you're the one in the seat, in the driver's seat. with the higher value, and you're the one that is now scarce. And this is how it goes. How's that for a breakdown? And this has nothing to do with devaluing women or anything like this, bro. It's the psychology of a successful male. It's the exact same thing as you ladies when you're at your youngest, most beautiful, attractive peak. When you're at that peak, it's the exact same thing. For when we bust our ass and become successful and become the guy every girl wants, it's the exact same thing as you being that young and beautiful and every guy wanting you. It's the exact same thing. There's nothing wrong with any of this. There's nothing wrong with you rejecting these guys, and there's nothing wrong with us rejecting you if we do. Because now we're in abundance, and you know what? Women don't like that, and these guys that are young don't like getting rejected either, but things are what they are, and it's going to be what it's going to be. All facts, no cap, my boy.